How's it going, guys? And welcome back to BL3's Forgotten, the series where I take a look at underused and not often talked about pieces of gear to determine whether or not they deserve to be remembered within the modern meta of the game or should be left behind and forgotten. And today we are taking a look at the Gunerang. If you'd like to farm the Gunerang for yourself, you want to fast travel to Varash's Canopy on Eden 6 and leave back out the map exit into Floodmoor Basin. From there, you'll hit the save station right outside with a catch-a-ride right next to it, from which you can head towards the left until Indo-Tyrant will jump down from this ledge, who you can kill and get yourself the Gunerang. The Gunerang is a legendary Tediore pistol able to roll in any of the elements, and when chucked, the Gunerang will be thrown outwards before arcing back around and returning like a boomerang. The Gunerang will explode on any contact made with an enemy, and when on its return path, it will home in on enemies. The Gunerang has received two changes, initially receiving a buff of a 20% damage increase, but was then later hit by the overall Tediore nerf of minus 50% reload explosion damage. Now, when first picking up the Gunerang, it does require some getting used to, as not only is it just a weird chuck with that arc, but it also throws outwards from the right of your hand, which means to hit an enemy on that initial outward trajectory, you have to aim somewhat to the left of them. But it is pretty easy to start getting the hang of, and pretty fun once you do. But hey, even if you miss on that outward throw like a knuckle-scraping driveling little piss baby, at least you'll still hit it on the return since it'll home in to make up for your god-awful aim. But either way, when that Gunerang impacts, oh boy, does it fucking impact, holy shit. The chuck damage on this thing is actually really damn good. It's probably up there as one of the best chuckers, which granted, there isn't really a big list of, but while that chuck damage is amazing, it is partially because it has a pretty big base mag size at 30, but that also comes with a bit of a drawback. Of course, because Tediores just get a shit ton of damage out of having a bigger mag size because of how that damage is calculated, a lot of Tediore builds are gonna be stacking mag size bonuses. And when you start boosting that, you can get some pretty crazy mag size out of it, and of course, leading to that insane damage number. For example, my Tediore Mo's build gets this thing up to a 74 mag size, so when chunked with 73 still in the mag, that is giving a 1.145 million base damage, which is a pretty damn good base damage to be working off of. But with 74 bullets being used per chuck and 1,200 total pistol ammo, you're only able to get about 16 chucks before you're completely out of ammo, which is definitely annoying, but realistically, Tediore builds are used to eating through ammo pretty quickly, and that's why most of them run a cut purse launch pad anyways, which the Gunerang is definitely no exception to. It is for sure necessary to carry around a cut purse launch pad if you're going to be using it for an extended period of time. But the damage output of this thing is definitely well worth having that extra piece of gear necessary. Now, on top of being a good chucker, it is a pretty decent shooter as well. I mean, it has a 30,000 base damage, which is pretty nice to fire at the heads of enemies. It's nothing spectacular, but I mean, if you're looking for a Tediore pistol to shoot for whatever reason, the fucking Scorpio is right over there. I mean, the Gunerang is alright, but like the Scorpio is a significantly better shooter, you buffoon. Now, as pretty much always with Tediore though, you do need to be built for chucking to really make use of that chuck whatsoever. On builds that are just generic gun shooty shoot builds, shooting the Gunerang is gonna outclass chucking it. But as I just said, there's really no point to use it just to shoot. But that is probably why you've been seeing me shoot it so much throughout this video, because I pretty much only have the one Tediore chuck build, and I currently cannot be fucked to make any others. Overall though, the Gunerang is a decent shooter, though outclassed by other guns that are better at shooting and really shines when chucking. While not the absolute best chucker ever, I would definitely say it's up there, and it's a very enjoyable gun to use as it's pretty unique and just pretty fun. It does have the pretty large drawback of ammo consumption, though really what chuck build doesn't. It's really nothing that can't be solved with a cut purse launch pad, and if you're into Tediore chucking, I guarantee you at least have one of those already. But that's about do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, definitely consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe, all that. I will be live right after this video goes up, right here on YouTube and also over on my Twitch, where there will be a link to down in the description below. And just under that is a link to my Discord server where you can come and join and hang out. But with that all being said, I hope to see you guys in the next one.